Well, hello, everybody, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the RingNRant show for a Sunday for most of you, for a Monday morning for me. We are up and away, and congratulations to all the teams, especially Middlesbrough, who just had a win in the championship and have cemented their place in second place. On top of that, I will say congratulations to Southampton for winning their FA Cup match, as well as, who would have thought it, Port Vale at home to Sunderland through to the quarterfinals. But yeah, I'm going to start off by saying ladies match. Unfortunately, we did go down to Cardiff in what was a little bit of an unlucky game. Yeah, and good morning, Hip Karma. How are you? It is, what is it? It's an hour ahead, 7:30 in the morning. It's well into your day. Yes, I hope you're having a good one. I'm going to throw the link straight up the top there for everybody so that they can see it if they want to come in, because it is your show today, guys. You can talk about whatever you want. I did see Hip Karma. If she wants to come in today, she's more than welcome. Came in yesterday, had a chat to Josh, and it was good to see Josh. I like the juxtaposition of Josh, in fact, of when he's in the game and doing the watch along. He's so passionate, and he's just so up for it, and he's in it, and he wants to win. And I think that's just fantastic. And then in his Wrexham reaction, the reflectiveness of what we'd just achieved and what we'd done, I thought was just amazing in that Chelsea game. We pushed them to the brink, but for about that much, Lewis Brunt would have been onside. But that's life, and that's the rules. So that's fine. Congratulations to Chelsea. Good team. We found a villain, Gasparato, or however I pronounce it. I'll get the pronunciation wrong, in the game for them. But he played a good game. And, so, yes, Donna, you're right. It did have similar reffing issues. We were very, very unlucky in that ladies' game. So that's just the way it goes. So, yeah, but... they said, I'm very impressed with the Chelsea manager. Interesting, real to use an English colloquialism, a real geezer, and getting in there, intelligent man, and he's got the squad, and he's willing to rotate it and use all his squad, and as well he should, because he has a plethora of players to choose from. So yeah, fantastic for him. But let's get into it. So yeah, I mean, look, we're out of the FA Cup. It is on to the quarterfinals for the FA Cup, and congratulations to all teams going through. Yep. So that is the way that goes. Then now we are back into championship action, and I can tell you now that in terms of the championship, it was really, really a good result for Middlesbrough this morning. Getting that win has absolutely put them in the driver's seat for that second auto promotion spot, because in my opinion, Coventry's going to win the flag. And as well they should. They've been the best team all season. They deserve it. In terms of that second position, Middlesbrough now with a 4-0 victory this morning over QPR was a massive win for them. So, it was really good. Congratulations. That really puts them up on 69 points there, 4 points clear of Millwall, who are refusing to lay down and just pushing to get to that auto promotion spot. Ipswich had a little hiccup against Leicester, a team who's got their own problems at the moment, fighting that relegation battle. So morning chores to do. That's okay, Hip Karma. I'm a hard hour this morning. I have a conference to go to, so feel free to jump in if you want to. So that's all good. So but if you want to jump in, you are more than welcome, as is anybody else. I have thrown the link in there, as you can see. Ipswich Town, so having that hiccup. Hull City taking a loss against against Millwall. Millwall got the job done. Donna, I think that was a tough one. That red card to Dobbo. Was it a red card? Was it not a red card? Yeah, I mean, the problem was, he did just graze him. The problem was how high his leg was, I think, when he made contact. If it had been right down at his boots, because it was up high just below the knee, to be fair. And I think that's what made it worse. But anyway, not that he did any damage, but, them's the rules. As I move forward here. So Hull taking that loss against Millwall meant that they stay on 60 points. And our game this midweek is at home to Hull. Can we get that done? Because if we beat Hull through the week, we're in fifth. Only on for and against, but we're in fifth. And more importantly, we drag Hull back down into this battle. We sit 3 points clear of Derby, who did have a win. Southampton, now, who are going very well, by the way. I will say that. But in terms of the championship, they've done themselves no favours by making it through to the quarterfinals, because that round is being played Easter weekend. Yeah, Gareth McKee, I agree, it was a red card. We are 3 wins from second with some key losses to the top field. Yes, Ted, you're right. Look, exactly, 12 points, 4 wins, not 3 wins. So 4 wins, 12 points down. It's too far. Yes, it's mathematically possible. It just doesn't happen. When you work out the laws of averages and the way these teams will play coming in, Middlesbrough will get enough points. Let me put it this way. If you're a Middlesbrough fan with 10 games to go, are you going to win 3 games? I think so. You're going to win 3. Even if you lost all the other 7, that puts you on 78 points. Now, 78 points means we would need 21 points to draw level with them, and our for and against is worse, and we wouldn't catch up that many points in the for and against. So, even if it was just, we would need 21 points, which means we would need 7 wins out of 11, with the rest being losses. So, yeah, the math is just, yes, it's mathematically possible, but it's not going to happen. Get us cemented in the playoffs. There we go. That's where I sit with it. If somebody wants to tell me different, feel free. But Southampton, I was on to Southampton at that point in time. They do have to now play at Easter in the FA Cup, which just tightens up. They've also got a game to make up now with us, which is next midweek, I think. So not this coming week, but the following week through the week. We play our catch-up games. Yeah. So, Donna W. Hull's loss to Millwall is more demoralising to recover from than our loss to Chelsea. Yes, Donna, speaking from a Hull perspective, I get what you're saying there. It is tough for them, but let's. I actually had to switch off. I saw Hip Karma start, Dave Parkey, and then I saw Habs come on, but then I had to go. I was gone. I didn't actually see the rest of Josh's show, but I'm sure Habs had a lot of good things to say. But yeah, Southampton now, only 4 points behind us, but Derby have managed to jump them, but they still have that game in hand. So we will see. Watford, interestingly enough, 6 points back. Then you get to Bristol, 7 points back. Then you start to get to the teams that I think it's a bridge too far. Just like it's a bridge too far for us to get to Middlesbrough, it's a bridge too far for these teams to get to the playoffs. So yeah, that's my feelings on this as we look at these teams now. So, Bristol City, Sheffield United, Birmingham City, Preston, Swansea, and I can stop there. Stoke on 47 is 10 points with, 10 games to go. Stoke, QPR. Don't get me wrong, some of these teams are going to do some damage to other teams coming in to the end of the season, but they aren't going to make the playoffs. And then I go down to what to me is a fascinating battle. Now, obviously, Sheffield Wednesday on -7 in a, obviously getting relegated. But then everything else, Oxford winning their last 2 games on 35 points, tied with Leicester, but behind them on for and against, are both still in the relegation battle. West Brom. Now, here's an interesting one for you, people. West Brom, 1 point outside the relegation, not playing great, Leicester got a draw against Ipswich, and I think they'll probably do enough. But it's great to talk about the story while it's still there. West Brom this week, through the week, have to play Southampton at home, who just finished their FA Cup game. Yeah, big chance for West Brom to try and at least get a point there. And if they could, it does us a big favour, to be honest. But we will wait and see. Look, Southampton, I think I've tipped them to win. I just finished my tips for the midweek games, and I'm just going to have a look there. I'm pretty sure I would have tipped Southampton to win. Yes, I did. I tipped it only a 2-1 win to Southampton over West Brom. But Gareth McKee thinks we're good for third or fourth. I think that's totally doable, Gareth. I absolutely do. I'm with you on that. I'll just finish this relegation battle here. West Brom 36, they're well in this relegation zone. Blackburn, Portsmouth, very interesting. Blackburn, Portsmouth at home to Swansea, who I think are not going to get relegated, in my opinion. And Blackburn are away to Oxford United. Can Oxford United get 3 on the bounce? And if they did at home against Blackburn, they will move to 38 points and only 1 point behind Blackburn. Whew. That's going to be a very, very interesting game. And, as far as relegation battles go, it's a big one, because if Blackburn could go away to Oxford and win, they would push themselves 7 points clear of Oxford, with the runway getting shorter and shorter. So much to play for in that game. So very excited. There's some really good games on this week through the week. I cannot wait. My reflection on the game, no one's jumping in, so I'll keep it pretty short then. It's there if anybody wanted to, but literally what I'm going to say here about the game against Chelsea, I was so proud, and just thought they just put in such a great effort, played like a team that weren't afraid to lose, and went out and tried to win the game. And I loved it. And I just looked at it. And the other thing with that is I go, holy dooly. You then start to think about, if you dare to dream and we do get promoted, 3 or 4 really good players, and you have a lower level Premier League team. Now, that's a big call, but that's what it is. And it's just a reality. Some of these guys, you cannot tell me these players, every single one of them will want their shot at the Premier League if we get promoted. And it's still a long shot, people. Don't get me wrong. We're not even guaranteed to make the playoffs yet. People talk about getting promoted. Well, obviously, even if you make the playoffs, you are still, in theory, if you give everybody the even chance, only a 25% chance of getting promoted. So, going to be interesting. The pro. Oh, here we go. What's this? I've got some comments here on. Let's do this 63. I was at the Cosm for the Wrexham v Portsmouth match and had the chance to speak with the manager and the programming director about possibly scheduling the Wrexham v Birmingham match. Well, that would make sense because Cosm is owned by Knight Capital, Knighthead Capital, and that would make sense. And the Coventry match at the Cosm says, let's do this. The programming director smiled and said he's currently working on getting the Birmingham match scheduled. Okay. Well, there we go. And here we are. Hey, Abs, how you doing?
Yeah, it's into pause and responded. How you doing?
I missed your comments yesterday. So where did you land on the FA Cup game?
Oh, I was just like, I just said I was just proud of what the lads did. They went for it, and we showed something that, in terms of both capacity, level, and depth, that we can do far more. We have, if we can put that same mentality in to the rest of the league, we could really start tearing into our last 11.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's a fair comment. Hard to be up at that level for 11 games, but can be done, but pretty tough.
You can be, yeah. I mean, you're never going to be 100% consistent on everything, but you can get as close as you can get, and just do whatever you can to just go through the rest of the games that we have left.
Yep, you're absolutely correct about that. So, yeah, interesting run coming up too, obviously with our future games. But first off, morning, Alan. How are you? First up, I would say big game this midweek game, home to Hull.
Morning, Alan. Yeah. So with Hull, so they've just had 2 losses. They just lost to Millwall and they've lost to Ipswich. 2 good teams right now. They are. So they've come into form. We're going to have to go into this now. They're coming to us. They are, and there's a chance that they could have a bounce back. They could, but we could also, if we manage everything right, because we did play an intense match against Chelsea. We did. So we can hopefully try and recover as quickly as possible and get ourselves ready for that. And hopefully Parky's got something set up for Hull. I mean, if we keep that mentality, we could quite easily beat them. We could.
Yeah, I think it'll be a Windass Broadhead more start for this game, in my opinion. The full rotation of the front 3. So
yeah, I can see that. I mean, we've got to use. I mean, you're going to see Viner in there, just like we saw him in the FA Cup. He was really good, just getting the ball around.
Yep, agreed. And look at this. See, all Josh's yesterday's guest. I love this. So this is good. Morning, Ip Karma. Long time no speak.
Good morning. Good morning. It is indeed. I hope the earbuds are working this morning and it's not distorted.
Sound perfect. Yep.
Yeah.
Sound perfect.
Sound fine. Good evening.
Hello.
Hip Karma, your thoughts. How are you feeling where we're sitting now? What are you thinking? What did you want to talk about today?
Where we're sitting now in the league, in general, look, I think there's, to quote you and Josh, there's everything to play for at the moment. There really is. The fact that Millwall put a bit of a stop on Hull works for us. For me, as technically, statistically possible as it is to go for number 3 or number 2, if we even get up into number 4 comfortably, I would be supremely happy, because I predicted upper mid-table for this season. And for me, again, it's taking the attitude and the belief and the confidence that I want to believe that the team has as a result of yesterday, and the way that they stood up to Chelsea and the way that they brought it to them consistently. If that belief continues to trickle through for the rest of our season, I like our chances.
I agree with that. Yeah. So, I mean, look, making the playoffs for me is, a major achievement. Like you, Hip Karma, I predicted 7th. I predicted us to just miss the playoffs. And to be honest, in my heart, I was probably being a little bit optimistic. So, for us to be in this, I am pleasantly surprised, and I really hope they do make the playoffs.
I was predicting 12th. I was thinking somewhere between 8th and 12th, really. So, well, more like 10 or 12th. Mm-hmm. So, at the start of the season, just so we could build ourselves up, because big rotation, I'm thinking, okay, we're not going to really make it into the playoffs, but we're in a situation where we could be in the playoffs, and we're currently in the playoff position, and we have a good chance of really going up as well. If we beat Hull, or when we beat Hull and Swansea, not if, when, that really puts us in a really comfortable position. That does as well, because Hull will be, we go up in terms of goal difference, and then we beat, when we beat Swansea as well, we go up again. So we get up to 63 points that we do. So that puts us just behind Ipswich. That would.
Interesting.
And that's a nice, comfortable place to be. It would be much better to be 5 than 6, really, in terms of the amount of teams fighting for playoff places. It is just so tight here.
Mm-hmm. Easter's definitely a pivotal. By the time we get to Easter, this will have played out some more, and then we'll still be multiple teams that can mathematically make it then, but there'll be a couple that can't, and the games going forward then change in how they feel, because any team now that can mathematically still make it has so much to play for, or is trying to avoid relegation, has so much to play for. But once you get a team on the beach, that totally changes how that game feels. Mentality not only of that team, but also of the team going against them. I'm just going to quickly cover off this. Ray, when does Danny Ward get a start? Ray, my prediction for the next start for Danny Ward will be somewhere in Tampa, Florida, on the tour. I don't think he's going to get a start in the regular season. So yeah, Hull only have to all, and John Hills is saying we have a much harder rub than Hull, with 5 top teams to play. Hull only have 2, I think. Hull have been conceding goals left, right, and centre at home in the last month, people. I'm just having a good look at I've been dissecting them, but the difference is they've been good away in terms of not letting in many goals. So I think that this game could be very interesting. I think Hull will sit a bit deeper and allow us to have the ball a bit and try and hit us on the break. So
that's what I was thinking as well. I was thinking that. I was wondering about their away record, because I think they were pretty good with their away record, because we didn't score against them. We lost to Hull when we went away. But let's get our lick backs and make them pay, basically. We should.
Hip Karma, have you thought about that game at all, or is it for you? I know typically you don't do a lot of breakdowns of teams and stuff, but you do, yeah. So have you had any thoughts on the upcoming game, or not put anything into it yet?
I think my position is still sorry. My position is still largely the same. As you know, I tend to think more in terms of the psychology and mentality of our team and how we're going into it. My belief is that whilst some of our players will still be really gassed going into a Tuesday match, their mentality now, their confidence in their capacity to take it to any level of opposition will improve how they play. Okay. And yeah, essentially that. I am confident that even though we are going to have some tired legs on the pitch against Hull, that it will be a strong match for us.
So
and certainly a winnable one.
I'm going to lean into your mentality side of things and the psychology of the players now with 11 games to go. The run home, do you feel like, I mean, because historically we have finished seasons well. Do you think we're lining up that way again?
I do. Even in the face of the injuries that we have. For me, quite a bit of it would have to do with so many of the players that we have brought in have been Championship, and we still have some League One players in it. And how many of them have actually really gotten a proper sniff at getting into the Premier League? How many of them have had the actual financial backing, as well as the full management support, as well as being in a cohesive team to get them into the position where they can genuinely compete to get up into the Prem, where they have a real chance at that happening? We were talking yesterday, and I don't know if you were on for it, about Sam Smith, for example, and the years that he has spent in League One, how he has, yes, wobbled a bit at the beginning of the season and people were concerned, and look at him. He's come in and he is killing it. People such as Doyle, who I defended vigorously against some people in chat when he first came on the pitch at the beginning of the season, and people were making comments about his body shape. And look at him now. People are arguing that he's one of the most valuable players on the pitch. We have a hunger in our players and a motivation. Viner has flat out said he came for the opportunity because this club wants to go forward, and this club has both the means and the culture to help manifest that.
Yeah, that's a fair comment. I agree with you there. I do. Well, is there anything else you guys want to cover off today? Because I think it could be a short one today. A lot of people have covered off everything so far. So is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about?
What about this Swansea commentary with Rob and Ryan? I thought, for some strange reason, I thought it was going to be for the FA Cup. So I was looking for it frantically on Sunday morning, our time, Ken.
Yep.
Where is it? Do we know how we're listening to it, where we observe it, so that we can do it in stereo with Josh?
I don't yet. Habs, do you know?
I understand it's going to be a Sky Sports commentary. It will be.
Yeah, so that would mean that it would have to be a BN Sports match for us to get it. I'm just going to quickly check whether it is on BN now.
And I have lost audio.
And I think it's on Paramount Plus as well. So
I'm going to try and get sound on another device.
Okay, that's fine. Keep going. Yeah, but that won't be. Oh yes, well that'll be that'll be in the States on Paramount Plus. Habs in Australia for us. Actually, this Wrexham Swansea match is on BN Sports, so we might be able to get the Rob and Ryan commentary there. I don't know. They may even live stream that commentary on YouTube. Who knows?
Okay. Got it.
Oh, can you hear us, the hip karma?
No, Hip Karma's having a few technical issues at the moment.
Yeah. Anyways, I mean, yeah, it's been advertised on as one of the trailers that they're going to be doing for the Swansea match.
I'm currently working on a delay now. I can hear you, but it's on another device, so I might have to duck out.
That's fine, Hip Karma. Yeah, there's a massive delay there. Okay, Habs.
So, yeah, I was going to say, it's been advertised that it's going to be on, for those who don't know, it's going to be on Paramount Plus, and it's going to be for the US.
In America.
And for the UK, it's going to be on Sky Sports. So if you have, let's say, Sky Sports or Now TV, you can watch it on there. You can. I'm not sure if it's going to be on the Wrexham commentary though. So.
Yeah, so Sky Sports in the UK, Paramount Plus in North America, BN Sports down in Australia. So not sure anywhere else in the world. But I mean, look, it's still not till next weekend, so we'll have plenty of time through the week to figure that out. And they probably won't even announce that until after the midweek games anyway. Yeah,
but I think I'm not sure about Rob, but I think Ryan's going to be at the whole match. So I think he said it on ESPN.
They're staying in Wrexham for the week, Habs. So I'd say they'll both be at the whole match, and then they'll be there to commentate for the.
Rob's got back to LA. Yes, Rob is back in there. Yeah, he posted on X. He went back to LA. I think he might be back. He might end up doing another flight back to the UK. But I did see it on X just a few hours ago, like 3 or 4 hours ago. He posted there. He said he's back in LA after the match because it's more than likely it's going to be work. So, but if he does come back, it'll probably be for the whole match. But if he's not there, we already know from the ESPN interview that what's his name, Ryan and Blake's going to be there more than likely. So
yeah, okay. Rightio. Look, I think I'm going to pull it up today because, we don't have too much else to cover off. I think everything else has been covered. Habs, for you, quick score prediction versus Hull.
I don't have a score prediction for that. I'm never a score predictor for that one.
Wimped out.
I will. I just want to win. That's all. I just want to win from this point onwards.
I will put it out there. I have tipped a 2-0 victory. I actually think our defence is tightened right up. I'd be very surprised. Look, we could leak a goal, but I'm going to tip a 2-0 win. I think we can win this. I think it'll be fantastic. So, absolutely. So that's it. Ryan Croft is saying 2-1 Wrexham. So, and I nearly went that way, Ryan, but I thought, no, bugger it. I'm going for the clean sheet. Yeah. So, guys, well, look, that might be it for today. I think we'll, and Josh is obviously, it's Sunday for Josh, so he's getting the day off, which he well deserves. It'll be back into it tomorrow for everybody. It will be Champ Chat with the boys. I'm sure John will be jumping in with Aaron and Paddy. So, that would be a good one to catch up on as they break down all things. What are the standings in the footy tips? Donna, if you jump into the Discord this morning, I updated it, and John still has a 4-point lead. So he got 4 right, I got 4 right. Harry all over got 5 right on the weekend. But the standings are there, Donna. It is all there to see in the footy tips on the Discord. So for everybody else, Habs, thanks for coming in today.
That's all right. That's all right.
So, guys, just a quick one on that bombshell. Don't forget, tune in for those shows. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe, hit the like and subscribe on the way out. And on that bombshell, we will see you all again soon. Have a good one.